Hi there. I'm just going to give a little bit of a starter video for the Karel assignment. So if you go into content to actually see the assignment, you'll see here's where the assignment is, and this is where you'll hand it in afterwards. So you look here, there's a series of questions. And first what I'm going to do is this link here will bring you to this page, and it actually starts at a 15 by 15 window. Now if we look here, the first question is asking you to create a 4 by 4 world and use only move and turn left. Move Karel from here up to the top right corner. And we go over here, and we did cover this in class, so I'm just going to, that's for another question. So you do need to keep all this here. This will be here when you start a world or go to the website, and you need that here for each of your programs. So here you're asked to make a 4 by 4 world. So that's this one here. And we need to get first, so think of small goals first. You need to move here to this spot, and we know that that's going to be 1, 2, 3 moves. So if we type in here move 3 different times and spell it correctly, and it needs a semicolon, it needs all those little bits. And what you can do is you can test it out first. So you click run and you see, okay, it got there. Now what do we want to do? We want to face upwards now. And if you remember, the question said only use move and turn left. So you can't use anything else. Once further questions you can look at the reference. So for the first few questions you can only use these commands. After that you can use other built-in ones, or these ones here. So now if I put here activate the window, turn left, and I run this again. So you reset, you run again. You can see now Karel's facing upwards, and we want Karel to move up to here, and that's going to be move, move, move. So 3 more moves. So I'm doing the first question for you, but I also want you to include it when you hand it in. So yep. So I run this, and yay, it's done. So what you need to do now is you need to copy this, because you can't save here. You can try to share, but the share doesn't work. So what I did is I highlighted the code, and I do Control C. Control C does copy. And then I created a Google Doc, question 1, and here I'll do Control V. So now we're all ready to do question 2. And to Google Docs, so it'll save automatically. You can also use a Windows document, like a Word document, but save it somewhere, WordPad, I don't know, something like that. Because this is what you'll end up handing in for the assignment. So we go back here. So question 1 is done. And then if you look back, then you have to do the other questions, and here it tells you make a 3 by 3 world. And it shows you this is the starting place and this is where you're going to end. So then you solve that. 3 by 3. Again, you can only use turn left, move, and put beeper. 5 by 5. Here it's giving you the hint to use the repeat function, and I give a link to refresh your memory on this. But if you have questions, please email me and I can help you out. The tricky one, okay, this is tricky. Did I label them both 5? No, 4, 5. Here you're going to use the repeat command as well. And here I have no restrictions on what commands you use. So you can use repeat, you can use turn right if you want, or you can do 3 turn lefts, that's fine. This one is a bit trickier. For this one, you can see it's a 6 by 4 world. But if we go over here, there is no 6 by 4. So what you need to do is you need to choose 7 by 7, and then what you're essentially going to do is you're going to ignore all of this. So just visualize the world as this. And then you also have to visualize a wall here. So you have to, like I said, you have to imagine that the wall's there. And I also put in the instructions, once you move to this block, you put a beeper, then pick it up right away. And then you have to move somehow up here, put this beeper here, put the beeper you got here, and then move one spot over. And that will be the end. So that's not it. Here. Yeah, so that's what you do for question number 6. So if you have questions while you're working on this, please send me an email and I can help you. Great.